Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside SunTrust Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Atlanta Braves. Stay tuned for Braves baseball starting now. Aaron Blair, the Nevada-born starter, will get the call in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Low for ball one. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
A full count to the Rays center fielder.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Time now for a look at the Rays. Here's Chris Davis now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Harper Kane. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball one.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Perez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. They're up 2-0. Up next for the Rays, Harper Kane. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Here's the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Davis on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ozzie Albies, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play, and hopefully the pitcher's okay. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. Ready for another shot now, Wyatt Smith. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Hold on to it.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Hernan Perez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. Back to now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Chase Whitley will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Henry Tamori is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball right into the ship. Albies brings it in, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in the switch hitter, Harper Kane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Come on.
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's thrown into right. And not in time as the run scores.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Mets. Mets baseball starts right now. Nelson Park gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Runner back safely. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pitch out, nothing doing. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Working for the punch out and the offering. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Two, here it is. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. 1 left. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Side into shallow center. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam.
Leading off the inning, Nelson Park, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, eat it. Put it right there.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Harper Kane. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Greg Garcia. He struck out and bounced into a double play in his first 2 at-bats. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Harper Kane. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Hard 90, hard 90.
Aguilar comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason.
Next up for New York, Jay Bruce. He went down on strikes last time up. The 0-1. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Leave 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Harper Kane. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
1 ball, no strikes to count. That's wide, 2-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3-1. The 3-1. Taken, strike 2. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and no one will get this one. The 3-2 one more time. Grounded weakly to the right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Tyler Naquin, 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, we know this manager's not putting on the hit and run sign with 2 outs. Might have just been trying to get in scoring position on his own, give his boy a chance to hit something in a gap and get an RBI, but it worked out either way, and we find ourselves 1st and 3rd.
Ready for another shot now, C.J. Cron, and they're runners at the corners now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So no runs here on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Ready once again, Michael Conforto, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base.
Belted high and deep into right center. Kane going back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to right center field as it's trimmed to
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, it's the 2nd of this 3-game series. But Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point every move.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show, Saturday baseball, after this. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Now the payoff pitch home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Naquin's on his horse. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Another look here at the gorgeous catch that strands the bases loaded. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Ready for another chance? Harper Kane. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-1. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Bogarts moving to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Digging in to try it again, Harper Kane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball that time, not even close. Crone leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Run it out, run it out, run it
Sharply
out.
on the ground. Gloved by Bogarts. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ray striding in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Kane will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. There's a look at the inning by inning. Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a fun. Blake Snell will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Blake Snell, big power arm. He has yet to put it all together, but I really like this guy. Good fastball with late life, as they say in the pitching business. Good overhand curveball. His changeup's getting better all the time. If he brings his A game, he could shut any team down. You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Harper, Kane. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Grounder down the line at third. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Move it,
Hit
move
out
it, move
toward
it, move
second.
it.
Taken in by Forsythe. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Logan Forsythe. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Logan Forsythe.
And he jumps all over the breaking ball that time and drives it deep to left center field. It is way back there, and this one is out of here.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Kane on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Ready now, Harper, Kane. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left, number 22 on the year, and the Rays have cut this to a 2-1 ball game now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Michael Conforto.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Kane ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Digging in and looking for more, Harper, Kane. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, and it's now 5-3. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby. Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer, when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Rays posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Chaz Rowe earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Felipe Rivera wraps it up for the save, his 22nd. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Game 1 of this 4-game set straight ahead between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Tampa Bay Rays. Going to be an interesting. Matt Andriese gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
Ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Up next for the Rays, Harper Kane. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Harper Kane. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Now in the box, Ryan Schimpf. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Ryan.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Ratliff on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no error. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Harper Kane. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Kiermaier stands at third with 1 gone in the inning.
Come on.
Has it. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in. Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Baseball for you on a Tuesday night from Tropicana Field. Tonight, the second of 4. Jose De Leon is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Attaboy. Good job.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Calhoun. He jumps, but he can't make the play. It's
all right, hang on. Right here.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the run is in to score from third. So that'll go down as an E. Digging in for his second at-bat, Harper Kane. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Fastball in there for a called strike.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
A full count to the Rays center fielder.
He's pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Lined hard toward right center. Calhoun moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Harper Kane. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Now it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
.30 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled toward right center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So coming to the plate, Harper Kane, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Calhoun. He makes the catch, and we are headed to extra innings. Rays strand a pair. Score remains.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Felix Pena claims the win out of the pen, his first. Trevor Rosenthal records the save, his 20th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Wednesday night baseball from Tropicana Field here in St. Pete. Tonight, it's Game 3 of the sport. Next will be the designated hitter, Harper Kane. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the sub. Now at the plate, Harper Kane. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Harper Kane.
First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Striding forward now is the DH, Harper Kane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit to
hard 90,
first.
hard 90.
Davis has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Harper Kane. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Line to the right side. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
In now, Alexi Amarista. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Dan Otero earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Now from the home of the Rays, Tropicana. Chad Kuhl is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series. That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Sy on at first, nobody out. This is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up.
Stepping up to the plate, Harper Kane. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. 1 strike now from Archer. 1-1. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Popped him up. Perez waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Harper Kane. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
Taken in by Abreu. Simmons on to first to complete the double play. Settling in now, Harper Kane. And their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Into the box now, Matt Duffy. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. That's in there, base hit. Rasmus able to get it back in, and that's going to hold the runner at third base.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
Winner. Come on, run it, run it.
Reined in. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. 12-3 is the way this one ends. The Los Angeles Angels
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.